What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway Sayed here, and welcome to my very first video on the newly released mobile game Street Fighter Duel by Capcom and our friends over at Crunchyroll Games. This is a brand new mobile game that just came out featuring these Street Fighter characters. If you guys don't know what Street Fighter is, you've probably been living under a rock, I don't know, because Street Fighter is arguably the biggest fighting game franchise that there is. Street Fighter 6 is coming out very soon, and to have a mobile game come out is super awesome, and I'm a sucker for Street Fighter, so I just had to try this game out. So for this particular video, what I'm going to be doing is going over just a few things to give you an overview. We're going to be going over the characters, we're going to be going over the type of combat that is featured in Street Fighter Duel, and then we're going to be talking about the gacha, and I'm going to be doing some polls for you guys too. But before we go ahead and get started with that, if you guys enjoy what you see on this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys are not missing out on future uploads. Leave a like on this video and comment down below if you've already started playing Street Fighter Duel, what you think of the game so far. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the characters. So I'm going to go ahead into fighters right here. So there's a lot of different characters from Street Fighter. You got Ryu, you got Ken, you got Cody, you got Blanca. But in terms of like rarity, characters are divided into 3 different rarities when you pull for them. So you're going to have your A rank characters. These are going to be the characters that are going to be like your 5-star or your SSRs or whatnot. So those are the characters that you generally want to target for. And then afterwards you have your B rank characters. So like our boy Ryu. Actually my Ryu is B+ because dupes actually matter in this game. And I'll touch up a little bit on that. And also a game that has a similar dupe system as to this game that I already play. So you got Ryu here, who's a B rank character. We got Ken here, who's another B rank that I got to B+. Same thing here with my boy Cody. And then as you do your pulls, you're also going to get your fodder characters. Like these are generally like characters that you're just going to dismantle for like materials. I'm just going to call them fodder because you're not going to hang on to them as long as, you know, unless you really, really want to. So that's pretty much how it works with like characters in terms of rarity. Now, we were just talking about dupes, and characters such as like from the A rank can go all the way to like SSS plus or something like that. This is very similar to another game that I play called Eversoul on this channel, where you have like a base epic unit and then you feed all these dupes and all this stuff into them, and eventually they become their origin state, which is like their highest state. So A rank characters have the potential to go all the way up until that state, and then afterwards B rank characters have their own plateau that they hit as well, the more dupes that you feed into them. Now every character also has their own element, so you got your wind element right over here. Wind, thunder, and fire are like the trio for this game. We've all seen elements before in gacha games, but these are the main 3. And then afterwards, you got your, I think this is Master, and I forgot what this one was called. We'll find out when I do combat. But these 2 are like your light and dark elements, so they are weak against each other, but they are neutral towards the other 3 elements. And then they actually have another type here, or another faction, if you want to call it, called Legendary. So usually Legendary characters are very special, and what's cool about Legendary characters is that they don't have any weaknesses towards the other different types of types and things like that. So that's pretty much how it works in terms of like the elemental system. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at a character here. We're going to take a look at Cammy right over here. So the promote is pretty simple. You get all these different materials, and when you promote them, they gain a level. Very, very simple. We've seen a system very similar like this to a whole lot of other gacha games. There is an equipment system. As you can see, my Cammy is currently wearing 4 pieces of gear. I believe later on, as I increase her level, she'll have 2 more other slots that we can unlock there. But pretty much, you equip gear, the better the rarity, the better the stats. You know, that's how it works for this type of a character. And then afterwards, each character has like their own different type of style of combat. So for example, for Cammy, her fighter type she's a tech type. She's a very technical type of a character, and she's also of the assassin fighter class. And then she is also of the fighting style military combat. So each character has like their own different type of you know, way that they function. So for example, like if we go to T-Hawk here, right, he has the same element as my Cammy, which is wind, but he is of the fighter class tank. So he's going to be like your frontliner, soaking up all the damage while your actual damage dealers and your supports do their thing. Let's go back to Cammy here. Now, they got different options here: quick remove, quick equip. Just a convenient way for us to like remove equipment and, you know, equip the best equipment on our characters. If we go to skill here, this is going to be the different things that you unlock for these characters. So each character will come with a super, and then afterwards they're going to have like their combo moves. So Cammy, for example, has a combo 2 move. and a combo 3 move. Some characters will have a combo 1, combo 2, or a combo 1 or 3. And then every character, as far as like the A rank goes, will have like a passive that's available to them. And the more that you promote these characters, you know, the better access that they'll have. And then as far as like I said, when it comes to rarity, you feed dupes and you increase that rarity. We're going to go ahead and actually go into a particular screen here where I could show you how that looks like. If we go to Awaken, and if we go to Awakening Preview, so as you can see right here, for an A rank character, they need 1 dupe and they become pretty much A+. And then afterwards, from an A+ to the next rank, you need two A+ of which of the matching faction or the matching element, pretty much. So very, very similar again to a game that I play called Eversoul. So if you guys have seen my Eversoul videos, if you play Eversoul or even like AFK Arena, which has I believe has a very similar system, this should be pretty familiar to you guys. So that's pretty much how like you utilize dupes in this game for your characters to give them better base stats and just make them stronger overall. So that's gonna go ahead and cover my overview on characters. If you want a deeper guide for this, I will be considering to be making some guides for this game as long as I continue to enjoy it. So far, I'm enjoying it, but we'll just have to see where it takes me in the future. So now we're going to go ahead and go into combat. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Explore, and we're going to go into Supreme Fist. Alright, so this is going to be the enemy team that we're going to be fighting here. As you can see, it lists down their levels, it lists down the type of elements that you're going to be coming across against. So then if you want to strategize your team composition to be able to combat this enemy party correctly, you know, you could do so with that. So for example, DJ right here is of the flame element. We got Ryu here of the thunder, and then we got 2 wind elements in Yang, and as well as Ibuki. So we're going to go ahead and challenge. And as you can see right here, it gives us a preview of like, you know, a team composition that we can make. I'm currently running a primarily a wind team because I have T-Hawk as my tank. I have Yun, Cammy, and Chun-Li as like my DPS. I don't have any supporters yet, but this is what I'm doing. And then above them is pretty much your assist fighters. So what assist fighters do pretty much is if you link them to a character. So for example, if I link, let's say I'll just link Blanca over to Yun right here. They provide a 20% stat bonus to whoever they are linked. So in a nutshell, they just increase the stats of your main lineup in the front. Now right over here, this on the bottom, sort of like on the bottom left-hand corner, this is going to be your combo setting. So what happens is that you select a super that you want to trigger whenever your super bar fills. That starts the combo. So for example, I have Cammy starting off with her super. And then right after that, I have Yun coming in with his combo 1. As we took a look at Cammy earlier, she doesn't have a combo 1, she has combo 2 and 3, but Yun has access to combo 1, and we're going to go ahead and go right into his combo 1, and it tells you if it's single or AoE. Some characters have AoE, like Chun-Li has an AoE, which is part of her combo 3. I know Dalsim has like AoE in almost like all of his different combos, but that's how this worked. And then afterwards, my combo 2 is going to have Cammy. Now, you cannot, if for example, if I have Cammy at combo 2, and let's say she has a combo 3, which she does have one, I cannot use her in the combo 3 slot. I would have to go and use a different character. So for example, if I go to modify, we can see right here for combo 3, that Chun-Li, my Chun-Li needs to reach level 61 to unlock it. So when she reaches level 61, I'll be able to actually set that to my combo 3. So then that way we maximize the type of combos that we're doing after a super attack triggers. We're going to go ahead and get into combat right here, and it's going to look really, really familiar, especially if you've played an AFK or idle type of a JRPG battler before. So right now I have it set to auto, and as you can see right there, the bar at the bottom is starting to fill up. So whenever that trigger that fills up, we initiate our super. So Cammy goes into her super. Yun goes into his combo 1, followed by Cammy going into her combo 2. The bar at the bottom left is going to be our EX bar. These are like really powerful skills that you could unlock later on. But that's pretty much what that is. And I'll get into that on a separate video because we just want to look at the combat here and just see how it flows. So as you can see, I have it on auto right now since this is an AFK idle battler. In some of the harder stages, I do recommend that you play normal. Right now, I'm actually stuck at a particular story stage because I don't have any thunder elements and my entire team is like weak to flame because I haven't built any thunder elements up. But for the most part, as long as you have a really good setup, you could actually get away with just autoing it the entire way. So the game kind of plays itself. So if you're the type of person that likes those mobile games where you can just auto it and pretty much just, you know, let the game do its thing and then afterwards collect the rewards, then this might be the game for you, especially if you are a fan of Street Fighter. So that's a little bit of a nutshell of what the combat is. And now we're going to go ahead and get into the final topic of this before I give my overall thoughts about the game so far, which is going to be the gacha, which is right over here in draw. So there's 3 different types of recruits or summons that you could do. First, you have your faction recruit. You could either summon with these tokens, which are the faction coins, and you could obtain those through the mall, or you could use the gems that you earn. For free-to-play, I personally would wait until you accumulate the faction coins because I'm trying to avoid using gems personally because let's say if there's a banner that comes out with like a super powerful, let's say like legendary character, I want to be able to have gems for that character, and that way I could just use the coins that I get for these banners right here. So the faction banner does change, and this is very similar again to Eversoul, where they have the type summon banner, where they change the different types of, you know, factions that are featured. For example, there's human there, there's fairy. Over here, you know, we have flame, we have wind. You already know how it works, but pretty much you'll be able to summon for this faction. And then after you do a certain amount of draws on the faction banner, you could actually pull up a wish list where you can set the characters that you want to appear more often, so then that way you'll have a better chance of getting dupes and increasing that particular character's stats. Then they have the standard recruit. So this is going to feature pretty much the roster that you see right there, and they're going to add on to this later, especially this little box right here. So when we reach, I believe it's 50 pulls. Right now it says 30 because I've already done 2 multis, but when you do 5 multis, you unlock variant fighters, which are pretty much like, let's say, for example, there's Guile, but Guile is like of a different variant, like he's wearing something different. So there are variant fighters like that. There's also like Gentleman Cody, for example, when he becomes the mayor of Metro City. He's also available after you've done a total of 50 pulls. Now, this is excluding the friend recruit, so you just got to keep that in mind that you cannot use friend summons to manipulate this. It has to be through this normal recruit. And for the normal recruit, there's 2 different ways to summon. You, again, can use your gems, but we're not going to do that. As far as free-to-play, I'm not going to do that. And then you also get arcade coins, which they give you 10 of these for every story chapter that you complete. And you also get them through various other rewards, such as like tasks and things like that. So right now I have 50. So after I talk about the gacha, we're going to go ahead and do 5 multis for you guys that I saved for this video. And then afterwards, you have your friend recruit, which is for the friend points. So, you know, the more friends you have, the more of these you could amass, and then afterwards you could do your summons for that here as well. But remember, these don't apply to the, you know, the little mileage here for the variant fighters on the standard recruit, so just keep that in mind again. And then as far as rates go, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the rates. So for an A-grade fighter, it's 4.61%, which compared to other gachas is actually really, really good. So it's very similar, again, to like Eversoul, except this game doesn't have a pity. Kind of wish that they did, but overall, this is still very, very good rates for, you know, the highest rarity. And then if we scroll down a little bit, we get to see that the B grade fighters are at 43.7, and then finally the C grades, which are the ones that you're just going to fodder off for materials, are at 51.69%. So overall, I think the gacha is pretty fair. I wouldn't say this game is as generous as other games that I've played recently, but they do give you a lot of the arcade coins as long as you progress through the game. So I would say, for the time being, it's pretty free-to-play friendly, as long as you're taking it at a pace where you're not trying to rush it, you're not feeling walled too much. You could pretty much get on by, but one of the most important things about this game is definitely getting dupes of your characters, because that way you'll be able to increase their base stats and they can perform better in combat. But enough talking. We talked about the gacha. Let's go ahead and actually do some multi-pulls here, and let's see if we can get a few A ranks here. Okay, we got an A rank, at least 1 or 2. Okay, who's that? Oh, I got a dupe Cammy. I'll take that. My Cammy can now go A+. Nice! I got Guy. Guy's awesome. Alright, cool. Oh, wait. Another one. We got 3. Oh, we got Poison. Nice. Ooh, Poison.
For effort.
Nice. Alright, so we got 3. We got a dupe, and then we got Guy and Poison. Awesome. Alright, let's see. Okay, so if it's blue like that, it means we only got B ranks. And okay, another B rank pull. I guess that makes up for the 3 that I just got in the first summon. Okay, there we go. A rank. Let's see what it is. Who could it be? Oh, we got DJ. All right. I don't have. I think he's my first flame A rank. Oh, you got a second one. Hey, the dupe Elena. I will take that. Elena right now is one of the few healers that are available. I'm thinking about using her actually in my main lineup. Okay, so our last multi gave us only just B ranks. All right, confirm, and then I believe we unlocked this. Yep, we unlocked it. So we got that, and now these fighters are now available in the normal recruit. Awesome. Okay, so what are my overall thoughts about the game? I think if you enjoy AFK idle games, which I've been starting to enjoy them, especially that I've been playing Eversoul a lot, I think this game is worth checking out. As far as like the visuals go, I think they look decent. The animations, as far as like for the special skills and the supers, I think they could have put a little bit more effort. There is an animation when they use an EX, but you only get to see it once, and then if you've seen it already, you don't get to see it again. I believe there's a setting for that though. But all in all, I think it's a cool game. It's a cool game to try out. It has Street Fighter linked to it, which I'm a big sucker for Street Fighter. I'm excited for Street Fighter 6, and I wanted to give this game a shot. I think it's fun, and if you want to check out a brand new game that came out, you know, that gives you a pretty decent amount of resources and has characters that we all have grown up with and have loved, then maybe this could be the gacha game for you. But for now, I'll be playing it for a bit and seeing where this takes me. I'm enjoying it so far. I'll be releasing some videos here and there, either summons or even like potential guides like I mentioned earlier in the video. So then that way it can help you guys out, as you know, the more that I progress through the game and the more that I understand how the game works. Alright guys, well this is going to go ahead and conclude my very first video on Street Fighter Duel. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and again, let me know in the comment section below how your experience has been so far with this game. Thank you again for watching. This is 40 the Broadway saying signing out. Stay blessed, everybody.